talk about ethereal armor. So there are some folks, there are some people that have experienced it and some that have not. Lainie, can I borrow you? I'm gonna take one and two. I feel my breath like. So when other people heal, I'm healing entangled in the energy. So anything that's getting healed through their body is coming up through my body too. All right, I'm just gonna double check to make sure that you know their energies before I open up. So I want to talk about ethereal armor. And ethereal armor is something that once we've cleared out all of the trauma out of the system, because I'm a natural intensifier. So when I open up someone's energy, I am going to amplify everything that's there. So if there's energy that's shame, guilt, grief, anger, sadness, sorrow, bitterness, resentment, any of those things, they get amplified too, which is why, if you notice, I get some very strange, bizarre emails from people like, you did this, and I'm like, I don't even know who you are. Like, I don't know how I affected you so deeply, because I amplified them at whatever event I went to, and it amplified their shame, it amplified their guilt. And so what they see is that I'm amplifying. They don't consciously know that I'm just an amplifier. They see that I'm the catalyst that caused them to feel something. Therefore, I am the cause of it, not the mirror of it. So when we look at ethereal armor is after we've cleared the trauma, we've gone through, we understand what gifts we have, what sort of purpose we have. After all that, we start raising the vibration of the body, where we can, sort of what we were seeing, Gregory, when your body was shaking. We get that body to vibrate high. Oh yeah. But we gave the command to vibrate the body. So your body was like, cool, that's the command. That's what you asked to show. So your body got to communicate, not through nonverbal communication. That's body language, right? Right. So the body got to speak in its own way. So when we get to when we've cleared that, and then we go to the next step and we sort of understand what our gifts are, we start mastering that, we start working with that. The final, I shouldn't say final step, but the goal we want to get at is reaching our ethereal armor. And so do you want to talk about what that looked like for you when you were doing the session?
When I finally was able to like give it back.
Yeah, well, even when we were just identifying, what did we find? Your ethereal armor is what?
Oh, my fingers.
Yeah. Starting with the fingers,
yeah.
So I was like, what is this extra energy? We raise the vibration, and this ethereal armor is.
I have sections.
Yeah.
So my power comes from the floor, and then it stops at my hips and shoots out, and then it comes back up over my head and then shoots out the top.
Diamond.
So I have diamonds. So when I go out, most of the time when I come out like this, when I actually stand in that pose, my hands don't feel like they belong to me, technically. And then when I bring it up, I can shoot it out.
Feel it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just gonna say,
Right?
You're doing it right now.
That's what we're doing.
Yeah,
right?
no,
We're
yeah.
just gonna do it. So pause for a second. So ethereal armor, to explain what that is think of it like an invisible uniform that you wear that has tools on it. So if you, let's say, oh yeah. So like a massage therapist, right? Lainie has these like 8-inch yellow bars of energy. When we raised her vibration, these bars of energy highlighted, and you were one of the first people when I started to identify ethereal armor. What is this? Like, there's clearly energy, and if you were to activate it, it's magnetic, but it's not a low vibrating magnetic feeling. It's a very strong. Bring it up. There, see if you can you. So I want you to poke, like, just wave it across the room. Let people feel how that.
Oh yeah.
Right? This activates her ethereal armor. When her intention is there, her mind is there, and mind, body, spirit in alignment. She's in the present moment. She raises her vibration. There's no trauma. Her energy extends past her fingers. Now, how cool is that for a massage therapist, right? You've got a massage therapist whose fingers not only go to the skin, to the fascia, into the muscles, into the organs, and can pull that stuff back out, right? So now continue. so this invisible uniform, they're tools that you have, that we all have. We just can't see it in the 3-dimensional because it's a 4th-dimensional tool. Okay, so let's go back to the arms.
Okay, so when my arms come up, It's like I have fireballs in my hands, I literally can feel that. And then when I come up, it's mainly when I manifest or I have intentions to go through, where I can go and then I can shoot them up into how far I've got. 106 is as high as I've gotten. Like, that's just the number that's in my head. I don't know what it is, but
Right.
things seem to like respond to that, like whatever it is. But I had a really hard time taking energy that I
Stand
was.
up too, because your power's in your stand.
Yeah,
So stand.
so I
face the
would,
camera.
when I was scared about it, so it took a couple sessions, I would curl my toes because I was so afraid of it coming.
Of the intensity.
Like,
She was, like, regulating.
so
Like
I
taking the
I had to really kind of like calm down because it definitely comes from up here and I can feel it come out and it's just like I'll rotate and I'll just kind of like go wherever it takes me and tells me where to go. But instead of
I'm gonna
I
scoot
can
over
now.
here because I can feel it going into my head.
I'm working on that still.
We did ask you to raise your vibration.
Yeah.
Usually it's
So-
targeted, just not at me.
And even Annie had said, it goes out far. Mine reaches,
I want you to bring it up
Like
bring it up to a comfortable, so if anyone
there.
gets overwhelmed, just like raise your hand and be honest about it. Yeah, is it 200, is it 200?
Well, I think it's.
Okay,
It's all that energy.
so
There is a lot.
I want you to also focus on the folks that are online, everyone that's online, visible or hidden from the screen. I want you to also reach out, include them. For those that are willing and open, just have the intention to receive it. If not, don't worry, it won't hit you anyway. And the same with anybody here in the room. If you don't want that energy, just say in your mind to regulate it, and your mind can regulate it with spirit's assistance. Tap in, go deeper. Connect up. Extend out. Increase intensity 100%. And what you're feeling is very clean energy. It's coming through, it's very clean. There's not, and you can tell because there's almost like this feeling of ripples or waves. That like if water were, if anything were to hit water and it creates a ripple, because the energy is clean, there's no obstruction causing a disturbance in that wavelength. So that's where I'm gauging is how clean is the wavelength, how consistent is that pattern of energy as it's flowing through. And we want very consistent, clean energy. That's when you know you're ready to do energy work. And this is what's not taught. I don't know a single energy school that teaches about cleaning the energy lines first. I don't know a single school. I have never met anyone that's like, yes, this is what we've been taught.
Right.
This is just me understanding energy and seeing what a dirty straw can do.
Mhm.
So we want to clean those straws. We want very clean energy lines. Especially when we're working on other people. When we're working on ourselves, obviously we're the ones that the debris is there from our own doing. So we're by doing the energy, we're cleaning our own energy. Increase up, increase up. Yep, don't do. So go up, go up, go up. All right, just feel right there. Does anyone feel that? It's on, you can feel the pressure coming out. I feel it in my head, but you might feel it somewhere else. Right? Bring it up, Lainie. Increase. Can you feel that, Kevin?
Really restless.
Restless? Okay. We're gonna work on that next. All right, turn, because you might be turning, Kevin.
I do feel that it's like a.
Ruth Ann and Vinny can handle that higher energy, so give it in their direction. at how that shift, yeah. What are you getting? You're getting the download coming in, what's that?
The what?
The download that's coming in, what is that?
It's not, it doesn't really have a message, it's just making my notes go higher.
Is it you? Cause I'm like, I don't wanna put the energy up and I got bumped out,
Sorry.
like, excuse
That's
me,
where I plug
we're
in. so
busy. I'm
sorry.
like, okay, I just got bumped out.
I can plug in other places.
No, I was like, what
I'm
is
like,
that?
what happened? I look and you're like messing with it. I'm like, oh, that's.
Name of the plug.
I want you to bring the energy up, 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 and then bring it in like the finale of a fireworks. Up and close.